a quote from Ernest Holmes. God is the river of life, the divine pressure that seeks to express itself through us. Each one of us is an inlet to the divine and an outlet of divine essence. But because we are individuals, we can inhibit its flow. We can block it, or squeeze it down to a small volume, or even stop it. Or, by opening the channels of faith and conviction and hope, we can increase its flow. I just want to mention that I went up to Niagara Falls, and this particular statement really struck me because I've been seeing a lot of activity of water lately, and it is so powerful how that water rushes down the falls. You become so aware of such immense power, and I think of that, and it flows all the way down through, finding its way through every possible avenue, channel, creating avenues all the way down to the Hudson River, which is very still and serene, and where it finds one of its resting spots. So when I think of what Ernest Holmes is saying about the river of life, I think of this immense source which is always pressuring its power and its beingness from within us, and wants to come out and express freely, flowingly. So where we are experiencing congestion, it is because we are trying to be fountains on our own, not realizing that each one of us is rooted in God, that there is a power greater than we are, greater than all our experiences, and this is our source. Jesus said there is a fountain of life from which your life is drawn, and if you will unstop everything in your mind that congests this fountain, you will be whole. Clear your mind of everything that doubts the existence of God. Live as though love were the great reality. Bless and curse not, and then accept and let. So many times, especially when we are about to make great advances in our lives, we reach those points where perfect solutions or resolutions seem impossible. How will our good come? Where will it come from? Where we are even sometimes about to give up and cash in our goals, our faith in ourselves, and our good. Where all human efforts seem to have failed. And I myself hit one of these recently, so I know where I'm speaking. These are the times where, by means of apparencies, our divine natures are in truth beckoning us and prodding us from within to expand beyond all familiar references and to reach for a higher faith, conviction, and knowing than ever before. A faith in a greater power beyond human knowing. Times when we have the opportunity to rise to another level of awareness of invincible oneness with all good, and a power, knowing that power that can instantaneously provide us with all. It is at this point, these points, that we are called upon to release all vestiges of separation and control, where we stretch in consciousness beyond all human reasoning, limitations, and thresholds of belief, and enter that land of faith where indeed we have at last handed all over to divine love, solution, and outcomes. I often like to use the phrase, Spirit goes before me, providing all. So it is at these points when God, our source, is called upon, and when all is turned over and the floodgates of mind have opened to receive of the source, that the river of good flows powerfully through into our experience, and prayer is answered. So let us go within. and mentally overview our current experience, selecting a special area where we would like to experience the full and enriching, free-flowing presence of good, where we would like to experience an inrush of God. And let us say to ourselves, I of myself have done enough. I now connect with the God in me, perfect spirit that knows not of this or any other limitation. And I let the mighty power of divine life flow through me and this circumstance now in all its fullness and satisfaction, realigning, rearranging, reordering, and bringing all in this experience up to its own highest level of love. I stand in that faith beyond all human knowing, one with my own, beyond past experience, knowing Spirit has already gone before me, and I let what God wants to come into being, I let it come through. And so it is. And just one brief word, I found all my answers to this particular situation I've been dealing with for months. And at the point where I said, okay, this is not only my idea, it's God's idea. It's God's responsibility to fulfill this idea for me. And I said, I just know that it's all there. So where did I find all the things I was looking for? On River Road. So that was a great conclusion.